Hi, we are from Group 7. Today we will present about the importance of market intelligence in shipbroking. First, my name is Felix Fabian. I will present about our introduction and one of body of report. First, imagine the shipping industry as the heartbeat of global trade. Every day, ships carry the goods that keep economic alive, from grain oil to cars and electronics. But this habit is irregular. Freight rate rise and fall, trade demand shift and unexpected, even like port congestion or geopolitical tension can throw everything off balance. This is where shipbroker step in. Think of them as a matchmaker, connecting ship owner with charterer, negotiating contract and making more than instinct. They need market intelligence that reliable information about freight rate, vessel availability, and cargo demand. Without it, they are navigating blind. For instance, if a broker knows that grain export from South America are about to surge, they can advise a ship owner to position their vessel in Brazil ahead of time. That foresight can mean securing a profitable contract instead of missing of the opportunity. Now we move to the next slide. Let's talk about the freight rate, the heartbeat of shipping contract. These rates doesn't stay still. They rise when demand surge and fall when too many vessels chase too little cargo. Fuel price, seasonal cargo flow, and global economic condition all play a role. For example, during harvest season in the US, demand for bulk carry spike as grains shipment move overseas. Freight rates climb, but if too many ships are already in the market, rates can collapse just as quickly. Shipbroker rely on market intelligence tools like ship report, freight indices, and industry data to track this move. As Stofford remind us, understanding freight market cycle is essential. With this knowledge, broker can advise ship owner on the best time to charter their vessel or help charterer negotiate fair rate. Here is a real life case study example. A Malaysian electronic exporter needed to ship goods to China right after Lunar New Year. It's a time when factory reopen and demand spike. A shipbroker using market intelligence advised the charterer to book vessel 2 weeks early. They lock in a rate of USD 1,800 per 20 equivalent. Just a day later, rate jumped to USD 2,400 due to vessel shortage. That's early booking saved 25% in freight costs and avoided delay. It's a perfect case of how timing and insight can turn into real saving. So market intelligence isn't just data. It's a strategic asset. It empowers broker to anticipate demand, advise clients, and deliver real commercial value in a volatile market. Thank you. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hello, my name is Nurisrina Nabiha. In this part, I will be covering the different sources of market intelligence that shipbrokers rely on in their daily work. Shipbrokers don't depend on just one sources. They pull information from several places at once to get a full picture of the markets. One of the most well-known sources is the Baltic Exchange, which publishes the Baltic Dry Index or BDI. This index tracks the cost of shipping dry bulk goods and is widely used as a benchmark when negotiating charter rates. Beyond that, commercial platforms like Clarksons Research help brokers access vessel tracking and cargo data in one place. and importantly, informal network conversations at industry events or between brokers often carry market signals that haven't been published anywhere yet. Finally, brokers also track broader economics data like GDP growth or steel production, since this directly affects how much cargo needs to be shipped. So visually, we can split market intelligence sources into two broad categories, which is formal and informal. So formal sources like the Baltic Exchange and Clarksons give structured, reliable data. Informal sources like conversations and network give you speeds. Something like a large cargo inquiry might circulate through broker networks a full day before it appears in any published reports. Experienced brokers know that relying on only one type puts them at a disadvantage. The combination of both is what makes a broker generally well informed. So moving to the next part, which is the technology has significantly changed how shipbrokers gather and use market intelligence. The most impactful development is probably AIS tracking. Through platforms like Marine Traffics, brokers can see exactly where vessels are in real time, which helps when trying to find available tonnage quickly or assess whether a port is congested. Digital platforms like Vessel Nauticals also allow brokers to look at historical feature data, so they can see what rates were recently agreed on similar routes and use that as a reference point in negotiations. More recently, AI and machine learning tools have started appearing in this industry. This model can send historical freight data and identify patterns that human analysts might miss. That said, it's important to be balanced here. Technology is a tool, not a replacement for experience. Political situation relationships between dynamics and parties and on the ground realities, they require human judgment to interpret properly.
So now it's my turn to explain risk management in shipbroking. First of all, shipbroking is very challenging field because the shipping industry is highly unstable. The market can change very quickly due to global trade patterns, economic conditions, political issues, and environmental regulations. Because of this, shipbrokers play an important role. They help connect ship owners and charterers while also identifying risks and giving professional advice. One of the biggest risks in shipbroking is freight rate fluctuations. Freight rates depend on supply and demand. If there are too many ships but not enough cargo, freight rates can go down and ship owners earn less profit. On the other hand, if there is high demand and the limited ships, freight rates can increase. So what the shipbrokers do is to predict these changes, they will monitor market trends such as freight index and trade flows. Then they advise clients on the best time to sign contracts or wait for better conditions. Next, we have geopolitical and economic risks. Events like political conflict, trade wars, or sanctions can disrupt shipping operations. For example, some trade routes may be restricted and reducing cargo movement. Shipping brokers must stay updated on global issues so they can help clients to find alternative market and avoid disruptions. Another important risk is operational risk. This includes problems like port congestion and bad weather. This issue can delay ships and increase costs. Shipbrokers help by providing updated information and suggesting adjustment to reduce delays. We also have financial risks. Shipping is expensive, involving costs like fuel, charter hire, and port charges. At the same time, fuel price and exchange rates can change unpredictably. Shipbrokers use financial data and market trends to guide clients. They may also suggest strategies like forward contract to reduce financial uncertainty. Finally, there are environmental risks. Today, there are stricter international regulations to reduce emissions and protect the environment. While these regulations are important, they also increase costs because companies need new technologies and cleaner fuels. Shipbrokers must understand these regulations so that they can help clients to comply and prepare for future changes. In this section, I will explain the impact of global trade on shipping markets. First, global trade is the main factor that creates demand for shipping services. As countries trade more goods such as raw materials, energy resources, and finished products, the needs for transportation by sea also increase. Because of this, shipbrokers must carefully analyze global economic trends and international trade movements. This factor directly influence freight rates and overall market conditions in the shipping industry. Next, shipbrokers use market intelligence to track trade patterns. This means they study which countries are exporting goods and which countries are importing to them. By understanding this connection, brokers can be better to predict where demand for shipping will rise or fall. For example, changes in the trade of major commodities like iron ore, coal, grain, and crude oil can significantly affect shipping demand. When demand for these goods increases, more ships are needed and freight rates may go up. Finally, shipbrokers use trade data and economic indicators to identify new business opportunities. This helps them advise ship owner on the best location to position their vessel and secure profitably charter agreements.
My name is Sujendran. I'll be presenting discussion sections 3.3 and 3.4, which focus on the role of market intelligence in decision making, as well as its challenges and limitations in shipbroking. First, I'll explain how market intelligence helps to reduce risk and improve decision making. Uh, in the shipping industry, conditions are highly volatile. Freight rates, cargo demand, and vessel availability can change very quickly due to global economic conditions, trade activities, and unexpected events. Because of this, ship brokers cannot rely on assumptions. They need accurate and timely market information to make the right decisions. Market intelligence plays an important role by providing early signals of market changes. Instead of reacting after problems happens, ship brokers can anticipate changes in advance. For example, if market data shows that cargo demand is decreasing in a certain region, brokers can advise ship owners to reposition their vessels to areas with higher demand. This helps to avoid losses caused by idle vessels or low freight rates. On the other hand, if there are signs that freight rates are going to increase, charterers can be advised to secure contracts earlier before the price rises. This allows them to reduce transportation costs and manage their budgets more effectively. In addition, market intelligence supports better strategic decisions, especially when choosing between spot contracts and long term contracts. Um, for instance, in a rising market, spot contracts can generate higher profits because freight rates are increasing. However, in an unstable declining market, long-term contracts are more beneficial because they provide stable income and reduce financial risk. So this shows that market intelligence is not only about collecting data, but also helping the shipbrokers make strategic and informed decisions based on market conditions. Furthermore, market intelligence improves overall efficiency in the shipping industry. When brokers make better decisions, vessels are used more efficiently, delay are reduced, and ship owners and charterers can achieve better financial outcomes. In summary, market intelligence reduces uncertainty, improves decision making, and allows shipbrokers respond quickly and effectively to the market changes. However, despite all these advantages, market intelligence also has several challenges and limitations. The first challenge is related to data accuracy. Not all the information in the shipping industry is fully reliable or up to date. Some data may be delayed, incomplete, or based on estimates. Because of this, shipbrokers sometimes have to make decisions using imperfect information, which can increase the risk of errors. The second challenge is data overload. With the advancement of technology, shipbrokers now have access to a large amount of information from sources such as AIS tracking systems, freight reports, and economic data. While this improves visibility, it can also make decision making more complex. Brokers need strong analytical skills to filter the most relevant information. Without proper analysis, too much data can actually create confusion instead of helping decision making. Another important limitation is that market intelligence cannot fully predict unexpected events. For example, geopolitical conflicts, trade restrictions, or global crises can suddenly disrupt shipping markets. These events can often happen without warning and are difficult to predict, even with advanced data and technology. Finally, market intelligence still depends on human expertise. Technology and digital tools can provide useful insights, but they cannot replace the experience and judgment of professional shipbrokers. Experienced shipbrokers are able to interpret complex market situations, evaluate risk, and make better decisions in uncertain conditions. This means that market intelligence should be used as a support tool, not a replacement tool for human decision making. In conclusion, market intelligence is a powerful and essential tool in shipbroking. It helps reduce risk, improve decision making, and increase efficiency in a highly dynamic shipping environment. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Bijoy. Today I will be discussing the strategic value of market intelligence in achieving a competitive advantage in shipbroking. Market intelligence acts a key function in shipbroking by assisting ship agents to stay competitive in a fast changing maritime industry. It makes it possible for them to access actual information about trade fees, vessel availability, trade patterns, and costs, which helps in better decision making and decreasing uncertainties. As the shipping industry faces higher cost, going up challenges, and changing market conditions. Depending only on past experience is no longer enough. With the use of digital technologies, shipbroking is becoming more data driven. Ship agents who can effectively collect and use data are able to match cargo with vessel more efficiently and provide trustworthy advice. This is not only enhances operational efficiency but also strengthens their position in the market. Market intelligence is also important because ship agents must deal with changing policies and environmental needs. By staying updated, they can guide customer in planning ahead and avoid costly mistakes. Uh, to sum up, market intelligence enhances decision making, minimizes uncertainty, and improves performance as a whole. It changes ship agents from simple intermediaries into strategic patterns who make benefit and maintain competitiveness in the international maritime market. So that's all from us. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you, sir.